Hey guys, it's Monday. Can you believe it? I made it through the weekend. Just, I don't know how I did it, but I did it anyway. We're here. It's day 4 of the all-important quarantine here at the estates of Grand Prairie. This is, like I said, it's day 4 of our mandatory 14-day quarantine ordered by the Dallas County Health Department and the CDC. So if you've been following along over the weekend, you already know kind of what I've been doing with my time, how I've been spending my time, all the cool things I've been doing, and just trying to stay up to date on what's going on in the world through social media, things like that. Hi, Katie. Welcome, everybody. Hi, Alicia. Today I'm just gonna kind of recap the situation as I know it, as I've been told by the staff here at the facility. Many of you know, again, I'm under quarantine for 14 days. Some of you know that I work for Uber as well. So imagine my thought in that I would have to be quarantined for 14 days, having spent the last 3 or 4 months. Hi, Heather. I'm sorry I can't get over to the clinic, but I'm under quarantine. Anyway, hi, everybody. If you're watching at the clinic, hi, guys. Love you guys. Love you, Diane. Both Dianes. Heather, Almani, all you guys, Dr. Sheets, all you guys. Love you guys. But I miss you already. I can't even get out of here to come to the clinic. I can't even leave the building because I'm under freaking quarantine. So I try to make the best of it, do fun things. So let me recap how I got the word that I was under quarantine. So many of you know, some of you know that last week I had to go to the doctor. I had to go for my hip issue. I had to go for that 2-day bone scan. Well, on day 1, as I was at the clinic or at the hospital, I got a call from my mom, or from the lady who I call my mom, and she was just telling me that, hey, Gary, I just want to let you know, don't want to upset you or nothing, but I want to let you know that I got a call from the clinic, or from where you live, the place where you live, telling me that they're placing you guys under a 14-day mandatory quarantine. So she called me up to tell me that, and I'm like, oh my god, not me. This is like the worst time. Seriously, like, okay, that's enough, folks. I'm busy. People are trying to text me while I'm talking to you guys on Facebook Live. Anyway, I do have a lot of friends. It's kind of cool. People asking me about things, how things are going, which is great. It's kind of cool. Anyway, as I was saying, I was not happy. Let's just put it that way. When you get a call from your POA, your power of attorney, saying you got to go home because y'all are under quarantine, well, you kind of have to drop everything and just go. But luckily, I got back. I was able to talk to the director, and we kind of worked out an agreement that I would report on Friday at this time, because I had a 2-day appointment, which, I had already done day 1. So I had, hey, John, hey, Fern, hey, everybody else. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Anyway, so I had to go to that appointment, obviously. But at the same time, I was racking my brain trying to decide, do I return this car? Do I keep this car? Do I take it back and be done with Uber for a while? So basically, it took me out of my job. It took me out of what I was doing at the time to put me in this so-called quarantine. Now, nobody here at this facility, nobody here is sick. Nobody's ill, as far as I know. I'm not ill. I'm not sick at this point, other than my hip issues. But as you know, as well as I do, or as well as everyone else, the coronavirus only affects those with severe medical problems, lower immune systems, etc. So, while I do fall into that category, I am not sick per se, so I'm not susceptible. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not susceptible. I'm just as much at risk as any of you guys, except I live in an assisted living. So basically what happened was the health department and the CDC ordered the quarantine of all assisted livings, nursing homes, etc. to be under a mandatory 14-day quarantine. No questions asked. Don't have a choice in the matter. I have to go by the rules that they set, and if I break those rules, I can get in some trouble. And I don't really want to get in too much trouble, because I like where I live. I like the people here. The staff are really sweet, kind, very kind. And I know they're under a lot of pressure right now to take care of the residents and us, me, and all the others that live here. But some of us can do for ourselves. Hi, Katie. And I get that. I understand that. But, so, again, I have just been trying to find things around the house that keeps me busy and allows me to get through my day. Things like social media, just kind of following along with you guys on the news, and being able to blog and do live video with you guys each day has been a pretty cool thing. Social media. Again, I'm only on day 4. Let's see how I feel when I get to day 7, day 8. But again, I'm inside. I can't go outside. I can't go to the parking lot. I can't go to my car. I have to stay, for the most part, in the building. Okay? That is just how it has to be. That's how it's got to be. Wait, did I just say that twice? That's what the quarantine is for, is to keep you indoors and all that. So, again, I'm not going to my stores trying to load up on toilet tissue. I'm not going and buying cases and cases of water and all this. I mean, all these supplies that you don't need all that. So, keep in mind that when you do that, you're taking away from those who need it by hogging all the other supplies or whatever's on the shelf at the time. So you're not helping the cause. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's one of my new friends on Facebook. She's a beautiful lady, beautiful girl, and I'm glad to have her as a friend. So anyway, like I said, what was I just saying? I'm sorry. Anytime I talk about a girl, I get frustrated. I get to, what's the word? I get distracted. See, I got people texting me, why are people buying so much toilet paper? She actually said that to me. Thank you. Aw. Anyway, I don't know why people are buying so much toilet paper, so much bottled water. All I know is I bought 10 cases of drinks, but that was like 2 months ago. Lisa's laughing out loud. I bought 10 cases of drinks, but that was like 2-3 months ago. Okay, I didn't go out and buy 5-10 rolls of toilet paper like everybody else is doing. But anyway, enough of that. So back to the things that I'm doing. One is I've been able to do laundry today. That's one thing that I've done today. And a couple other things that I've been doing in my house. I cleaned out my refrigerator this morning. As funny as that may, as funny or as off the subject as that may seem, I had to defrost my refrigerator, and that is never an easy job. It's a messy job. But and then some other things that I've done today are I have basically cut up lots of fruits, some vegetables over here, lots of melon, lots of oranges. I've got honeydew, I've got cantaloupe, I've got grapefruits, I've got oranges. So I feel, for the most part, that, you know, I feel like, for the most part, I have everything I need. Also, I like fish. I don't eat a lot of meat. I eat a lot of fish. I don't know, it's just, I don't prefer meat. And there's another reason for that, but I won't talk about that, because that's not what we're here for. But anyway, I like my fish, and those kind of foods are kind of what I like and what I prefer most. So, again, taking care of the laundry, doing chores around the house, just trying to clean up the apartment, trying to make it somewhat presentable as far as that goes, and just trying to do things, you know. I'm not trying to like lock myself in my room. I've got my door open, well, cracked anyway. Trina can come in, and Gloria and Dee and all of them can come in if they want. They never come in to see me. I don't know why. I think they're embarrassed. I think they're just busy, actually. Anyway, so that's kind of what I've been doing. It's not a whole lot, but another good thing is that I still get to go out and take care of the cats in the mornings. Now I do it early enough. I go out and I feed Bo and Mac and Sylvester and their little baby. I go out and feed them. I don't get to spend a lot of time out there with them, but I do, as long as I stay right within the doorway. I can't go outside, can't go in the parking lot, can't go in the street or anything. I have to stay in the building. So, long story short, I still get to feed them, take care of them, and visit with them, even if it's just for a few minutes. That kind of breaks up the monotony for me and makes my day. So, and then they get fed again in the afternoons. And so, I mean, I can still go out, see the cats, and love on them, and all that good stuff. So, it's not like I'm in prison. You know, it's not so bad, you know. It's just, they want you just to ensure that no one is sick. Okay, enough. Anyway, they're just trying to ensure that nobody here is sick or has a fever. And hopefully, you know, my prediction, and I said this morning to the staff here, my prediction is that we'll get to the end of the 14-day quarantine and they'll extend it. That's just my thought. Okay? My opinion. If that happens, I know I'm expecting to have hip surgery at the end of the month. So I've got to be out the door pretty quick. You know, this is a kind of an important thing for me, but again, it's going to depend on obviously whether they have beds or not, if they're still doing these elective type surgeries, and whether or not the hospitals are full or not. So there's going to be a lot of things in there that have to be considered before, you know, the day of the surgery. But so, you know, I'm kind of bummed out that I'm not driving right now for Uber, but I'm hopeful too that they will pay me based on my weekly average for what I've been driving. I'm hopeful that I'll get compensated for the 2 weeks that I'm in quarantine. So, yeah, we'll see about how that goes. So, you probably noticed I'm not wearing my hat today. I just decided to not wear my hat. People always tell me, Gary, you look cuter without the hat. I'm like, what? A guy is a guy with a hat. I mean, you're not any different with a hat or without a hat. But people always tell me that. That's kind of funny. But I have a nice little haircut right now. It's kind of stylish for a guy, I guess. Anyway, so that's kind of what I've been doing. That's kind of how I spend my weekend. Just trying to do things around the house, keep me busy, keep me distracted from what's going on in our world. It's crazy. It's been a crazy last week or so. I don't see it getting any better. In fact, I do think this whole coronavirus is going to get much worse before it gets better. I hate to say that, but that's just how I feel at this point about what all's going on in the world. I wish I didn't have to be in quarantine. I am a little frustrated about that because, you know, I've had a lot going on in the last the last 3-4 months, you know, driving for Uber. I've had a lot. I've been very busy. But even some of the drivers, you know, they are scared to keep driving, and you know, I tell people all the time, you know, just take a couple of bottles of hand sanitizer, put it in your car or put it in your front seat so you know it won't get stolen, and keep that with you and just use it like you would when you clean your hands, and you should be fine. I mean, I think it's a lot to do about nothing, but it's better to be safe than sorry, right? It's better to keep, oh my goodness, people just need to stop bugging me. Yes, I know I'm online. Anyway, as I said, I just think it's a lot to do about nothing. I think, like I said, it's going to get worse before it gets better. But what can you do to keep yourself safe? You know, wash your hands. I can show you a really nifty way how to wash your hands. You wanna see that? I'll show it to you. This is how I was taught how to wash my hands. You know, I'm gonna show you kind of, hopefully I can show y'all about. Let me find a good spot here to put the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. I'll show y'all how you should be washing your hands. Okay? Okay. In order to keep from touching, this is just how I do it. Rather than touching this or that, no, I just touched it, but for conversation's sake, I'm just gonna show you how I do it. I use my elbow, turn the water on, grab the soap, turn it upside down in my hand, squeeze the bottom, okay? Put it down real quick. Got soap in my hands, okay? Now I take the soap, lather it up real good. Get between your fingers, get like between your fingers and your thumb, your hand, get all that, get it all in there and clean it up real good. And make sure you form like a really nice lather to really clean your hands, your fingernails, get in between your fingers, your thumb, and then take your hand and just run it underneath the faucet like so. Get all the soap off. But when you do this, keep lathering your hands for about 5 minutes. I know that seems like a long time to wash your hands, but they say that the experts say you should try getting a nice lather for at least 5 minutes on your hands. That's what experts say. Now, again, as I was saying, get all that soap off your hands, and then before you touch the faucet, you take a paper towel, a nice paper towel, dry your hands off. I think that's 2 paper towels. Dry your hands off, like so, and rather than touching that faucet with your bare hands, use a paper towel. Turn the water off. Take that, throw it in the trash. Very simple. That's just how I do it. Anyway, thought I'd throw that in. That was a free thing. I didn't charge for that. So, just something to kind of pique your interest and kind of show you how to really wash your hands. So, anyway, that's that. No big deal. No worse for the wear. And if you don't feel comfortable at that point, hang in there, Jacqueline said. Then you can use a little more hand sanitizer. Now, hand sanitizer, I've heard all the talk about people trying to make hand sanitizer. For this to be effective, you need 99.99% alcohol. This one actually has moisturizing with vitamin E. So it has to be 70% alcohol. And on the back here, it says 70% alcohol. But 99.99% of all germs are killed. And this is made by Highmark. Pretty good stuff. I can't believe people are hoarding this stuff. I mean, who would have thunk that hand sanitizer would be something people would be hoarding? Did y'all hear about that guy? Was it up in Tennessee? Who is hoarding, who has like 17,000 bottles of hand sanitizer and nowhere to sell them. It's pretty wild. Look it up. It's pretty cool. I'm just like, dude, find you an empty parking lot, pack that truck full of hand sanitizer and go to a parking lot that's unoccupied. Open up that truck and say $1 a bottle. I guarantee you'll sell half that truck, if not more. Okay? $1 a bottle. That's fair price, right? $1. I mean, there's no need to hoard this stuff. It's really pointless to do that. You're only making a fool of yourself, for God's sakes. Anyway. Alright guys, so that's my video for today. I just we'll continue our daily videos tomorrow with day 5. Again, you know that TNR is a big deal for me, big thing for me. You know it's important to me. If you don't know what TNR stands for, it means it stands for trap, neuter, and release. Trap, neuter, return. Okay? If you don't have a TNR program in your community, I suggest you find one. Go on Google, find one close to you, get involved, foster, adopt, don't shop. You know, there's so many good organizations out there that you can adopt from, and it's always good to see that people are using community resources and finding ways to adopt through those organizations and groups and what have you. So please check that out. Alright, gotta go. Y'all take care. Remember to help control the pet population. Have your pets spayed or neutered. We'll see y'all tomorrow.